Welcome to World News by Halandzovskyi. If you value calm, factual, and context-rich reporting on global affairs, please subscribe, leave a comment, and share your perspective. Today we look at what is happening in Gaza, the role of Hamas, and how recent developments are shaping the situation in the Middle East. Gaza, a small but densely populated territory along the Mediterranean, has been at the center of recurring cycles of conflict between Israeli forces and Palestinian groups. Among these groups, Hamas holds political and military influence within Gaza and has been a central party to clashes with Israel over many years. Recent developments in Gaza reflect enduring tensions. Gaza's borders remain tightly controlled, its economy under strain, and the humanitarian situation fragile. Many residents face shortages of electricity, clean water, medical supplies, and basic necessities, while rebuilding efforts from previous rounds of conflict remain incomplete. Hamas, which governs Gaza's internal affairs, is considered by some states a militant organization and by others a political movement representing segments of Palestinian society. Its charter, military capabilities, and stance toward Israel contribute to a fraught relationship, one marked by rocket exchanges, security operations, and periodic escalations. In recent weeks, local tensions have grown as political, economic, and social pressures have converged. Clashes along the boundary with Israel and internal disputes over governance, fuel access, and public services have added to the uncertainty many Gazans experience daily. At the same time, diplomatic efforts aimed at reducing violence and improving living conditions face obstacles, including disagreements among Palestinian factions and external political pressures. Hamas's leadership has reiterated its commitment to resistance against Israeli policies seen as encroaching on Palestinian lands and rights. At the same time, some voices within Gaza call for changes that would ease suffering and open paths toward more stable conditions, highlighting the complex array of perspectives within the territory. The situation in Gaza is not isolated. It resonates across the Middle East and beyond. First, regional politics play a key role. Neighboring countries, international organizations, and global powers all have interests in Gaza's stability, whether for security, humanitarian, political, or economic reasons. Egypt, Jordan, Qatar, and Turkey, among others, have been involved at various times in mediation efforts, humanitarian aid, and diplomatic dialogue, navigating their own foreign policy priorities while seeking to influence outcomes. Second, humanitarian concerns remain at the forefront. United Nations agencies and aid organizations have repeatedly warned that Gaza's infrastructure is strained beyond capacity. Health services struggle with limited resources and access to clean water and electricity is intermittent. Aid deliveries often depend on negotiated passages through borders controlled by different authorities, making coordination complex. Third, security dynamics between Israel and Palestinian groups remain a source of volatility. Periodic flare-ups can emerge from seemingly localized incidents, expanding rapidly into broader rounds of exchange that affect civilian populations on both sides. Even when large-scale fighting subsides, mistrust and unresolved political grievances can create conditions for renewed tensions. For analysts, the interplay between political leadership in Gaza, the aspirations of its people, and the security concerns of neighboring states illustrates the enduring complexity of the conflict. Solutions proposed by various actors often differ fundamentally on questions of governance, borders, rights, and long-term strategy, making consensus elusive. International responses vary. Some governments advocate for negotiations aimed at achieving a durable ceasefire and improving living conditions. Others emphasize security guarantees for Israel or the need to counter extremist elements. These differing priorities shape how external support and diplomatic pressure are applied. For the people of Gaza, the consequences of political conflict are often best measured in everyday terms. Access to health services, economic opportunities, education, and physical security. Years of hardship have shaped multiple generations, making both resilience and frustration a central part of daily life. Thank you for watching this report on World News by Halandzovskyi. If you found this explanation clear and informative, please subscribe, leave a comment, and share your perspective. Independent reporting helps us understand complex situations with nuance and depth. Stay informed and see you in the next update.